We are covering the cost approach to value, a key topic on your California real estate exam. The cost approach is based on the principle of substitution, meaning a buyer won't pay more for a property than it would cost to build an equivalent one from scratch. For the exam, you must know the core formula: replacement or reproduction cost minus accrued depreciation plus land value equals property value. This approach is most reliable and therefore most likely to be tested on for new construction and unique special-purpose properties like schools, churches, or libraries. These types of properties have few, if any, comparable sales, making the sales comparison approach useless, and they don't generate income, which rules out the income approach. Let's break down the formula. First, you estimate the cost to build the improvements new. The exam will test you on two types of cost: replacement cost and reproduction cost. Replacement cost is the cost to build a structure with the same utility using current materials and construction standards. Think of replacing an old building with a modern one that serves the same function. Reproduction cost is the cost to build an exact replica of the building, using the same materials and design. This is more expensive and typically used for historical properties. An exam trap is to confuse these two. Remember, reproduction is an exact replica, while replacement is for the same function or utility. Next, we subtract accrued depreciation. This is the total loss in value from all causes. Land itself is never depreciated for appraisal purposes, only the improvements are. The exam will hit you hard on the three types of depreciation. The first is physical deterioration, which is the wear and tear from age and use, like a leaky roof or peeling paint. The second is functional obsolescence, which is a loss in value due to outdated design or features within the property lines. Examples include a 5-bedroom house with only one bathroom or an outdated kitchen. The third is external obsolescence, also called economic obsolescence, which is a loss in value from factors outside the property's boundaries. Think of a new airport causing noise pollution or a major local employer shutting down. A critical distinction for the exam is whether depreciation is curable or incurable. Curable means the cost to fix the issue is less than the value it adds to the property. Repainting a house is a classic example of curable physical deterioration. Incurable means it's not economically feasible to fix. The cost to cure exceeds the value it would add. Significant foundation problems are often incurable physical deterioration. Functional obsolescence can also be curable, like adding a closet to a den to make it a legal bedroom. An outdated floor plan, however, might be incurable. A key exam point is that external obsolescence is always incurable because the property owner cannot control the external factors. The final step is to add the value of the land, which is estimated separately as if it were vacant and available for its highest and best use. So, as a concrete example, if a new building would cost $500,000 to replace, has accrued depreciation of $50,000, and sits on land valued at $100,000, the property's value is $550,000. For a mnemonic, remember the acronym CLAD for the cost approach formula: cost to build new, less accrued depreciation, add land. This will help you keep the steps straight during the exam. The questions will often be definitional, asking you to identify the type of depreciation from a scenario. Or they may involve a straightforward calculation using the straight line method. For free practice questions, AI-powered explanations, and more exam prep tools, visit openexamprep.com. That's openexamprep, all one word, .com.